On a beautiful day for baseball here in Laurel, Mississippi. Welcome to the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series presented by Smash It Sports. I am Bill Smith here. This is the Ozone. This is the big kids. And we've got a matchup of two state champs. We got a matchup of state champs all weekend. But here we have the champs from Louisiana, specifically from Ruston, Louisiana, and Arkansas from Stuttgart, Arkansas. They're going to be taking on each other here in the first round of bracket play. Louisiana, big win yesterday against North Carolina. Arkansas, tight one, tighter than the score says. Lost to a real good Virginia team. So both of these teams getting a little pool play in yesterday. That's how we see things to get here to this first round matchup. This Louisiana team, very sharp yesterday. 4 innings, 10 Ks for yesterday's pitcher. Not obviously on the hill today, Dayton Green. Dayton Green will do the catching today. His counterpart, you see warming up right there, Cale Patton. So a real good pitching performance yesterday helps power Louisiana to that victory. Arkansas on the other side, again, closer. Watched a lot of this game. They lose 13-3 to a very good Virginia team who both of these teams we'll see down the road. But these are two battle-tested teams. Talking with the coaches before the game, got a little insight into everything here, and both coaches mentioned seeing real good teams in their state tournament matchup, especially on the Arkansas side from Coach Spellmeyer, mentioning the 5 teams they saw in the Arkansas tournament were all really talented. So this is a battle-tested team ready for this tournament right here. Your starting lineup brought to you by Lando Frost Deli Meats. Today's game brought to you by Lando Frost, a family-owned business that's been making great lunch meat for over 60 years. Find their brand supermarkets nationwide and check them out at landofrost.com. Your Arkansas lineup is going to start with Hudson Jacobs, who's going to be doing the catching today. Cole Boston will follow him. Aiden Bradley, Jace Roberts, Reed Spellmeyer, Grant Holmes, Caleb Stigger, Barrett Henderson, Kason Cox, Major Ice, John Luke Ellis, and Carter Bradley rounded out. That's your lineup for Arkansas. Hudson Jacobs stepping in here. He is your starting catcher today. His opposite number in the 6 hole, number 4, Grant Holmes. We'll see him shortly, but Patton's first delivery. Game is underway, and it's in for a strike. That was a slow call there on my part. But 0-1 here to young Hudson Jacobs, or HUD, out of Stuttgart, Arkansas. Season 0-1 pitch in for a strike and suddenly in the hole. 0-2, Patton getting ahead of the first hitter he sees today. Beautiful morning here in Laurel, Mississippi. It is hot. It is not as hot as it has been. Swing and a miss in the first pitch. First batter, I should say, is down on 3 strikes. Patton dealing early in this one, 1 out as Jacobs goes down. Cole Boston stepping in. 1 out here as Patton delivers, tapped near the plate, foul. Cole Boston, the Cole man. Meekins Middle School's own, stepping in there. And as I'm being updated, looking at my notes here, catcher's interference call on that last pitch, so young Boston finds himself over at first. And Aiden Bradley will step in with a runner on first. Runner away, throw down to second. This is going to bounce in there, and the tag applied. He is out. Green gets a nice low throw, 1 hopper, slightly right of the bag, but tag applied, and Boston is put away on the caught stealing. So first runner of the game goes down on 1 pitch. And Bradley will see an 0-1 delivery here. Fouls one, ripped off behind us to the right side. So Boston runs into a caught stealing. Aiden Bradley, young AJ, 7th grader, hitting in the 3 hole today. The pitch, breaking ball up high. Patton looks in from the stretch delivery, kicks and fires. Driven right field, out of play. This is going to bounce out past the fence there. Good battle here developing between Bradley and Patton. Bradley yesterday, 1 of 1, had an RBI in that loss to Virginia. They'll see a pitch here. Kicks, fires, another ball fouled back. Fun little early matchup here in this one. A couple of real talented kids. Early retrieval of some extra baseballs as Bradley has sent some balls scattered off into the Sportsplex here in Laurel. Beautiful facility hosting us this week. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss, but in the dirt, and he's going to get back there, and it looks like Bradley will reach on a swing and a miss, but not handled by the catcher, Green. So Jace Roberts will come to the plate with Bradley at first. So Bradley already into his leadoff, steps away. Patton takes a sort of half-hearted look at him. Full-hearted look there, and he's going to throw over. Back to first is Bradley as Jace Roberts, the batter, 17. 7th grader from Stuttgart. Pitches in for a strike. Ball is down, and just stepping into second base, Aiden Bradley. So a runner in scoring position here, 2 outs. Jace Roberts will see an 0-1 pitch here, as Aiden Bradley will lead away from second base. Umpires in position. Patton takes a look, peeks at second base, kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Patton looks in, Green with a sign. Runner is away early. Great jumps, swing and a foul, tipped back. Bradley was away super early. Patton not taking a look after he came set. I think he's getting a word on that from his catcher. Two outs and a continued 0-2 strike. Probably want to worry about the batter here, says his catcher, but be mindful of that runner. Patton looks in, comes set. Again, doesn't look, again run away, and again with a foul ball. So we'll repeat that sequence one more time. Again, 0-2, 2 outs. Patton not terribly worried about that runner, but Bradley with a couple of super early jumps there. Patton with a baseball. Up on the slab, 0-2 count. Again, the runner away. Again, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Little drop there, and the out will be recorded on the throw to first. So, couple of runners, and Patton pitches out of damage. His stat line will read 3 Ks in that inning. You wouldn't know that a runner reached second base and another runner was on. But nonetheless, we go to the bottom of the first, tied at 0. Now, Louisiana will come to the plate with their Lando Frost starting lineup. Josh Walker, the second baseman, will lead things off in just a moment. The catcher, Green, will follow him. Jesse Ford, Cale Patton, the pitcher, will hit cleanup today. Mays, Brister, Ezekiel Wilson, Andy Slocum, Chance Butler, Granger Brown, Patrick Gillum, Kingston Van Zant, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention not hitting today, getting injured on the way to this tournament, Slade Young, talented young man for this Louisiana team, not able to play, got hurt in the lead up to this tournament, so he will sit and watch. Saw him there this morning out in the dugout supporting his team. I want to give that young man a shout out. Again, Louisiana coming off of a big win over a very good North Carolina team yesterday. And they will send Josh Walker to the plate to lead things off shortly. Gorgeous morning here in Laurel, Mississippi. It has been hot, as anyone who's been down here knows. It's a little more comfortable today. Your Diamond Youth Baseball World Series presented by Smash It Sports. When it comes to baseball and softball gear, nobody beats Smash It Sports. The largest bat and equipment selection online, lowest prices, guaranteed, free shipping, real expertise from people who live the game. Smash It Sports has you covered for all of those equipment needs and desires. Please visit smashitsports.com. But hey, maybe you could check in there as you watch that on your phone as you stream the game here live from Laurel.
That's right. 2 hours.
Grant Holmes getting his final warm-up pitches.
I'm guessing they're ahead at
And a throwdown. We're going to get started here with the bottom of the first. So again, pair of state champs all throughout this tournament. This Arkansas team, very, as I mentioned in my intro, very battle-tested coming through their state tournament. 4-1 on their way to that title, dropping one-run game, which was on a walk-off, so a real tight one. On the flip side, Louisiana 5-0 in their state tournament, so both of these teams super successful on their way here. I mean, these are all state champs. We know that already. But that road was true for both of them. Holmes' first delivery is in there for a strike. The first pitch to Josh Walker in 0-1. Walker takes the first one. And the 0-1 delivery. Kicks, fires, breaking ball, drops in there inside. So Holmes and Walker even here. Walker, young, sweet Walker, 7th grader from Ruston Junior High. And leadoff hitter today for this Louisiana team. Pitch on the way. Fouled back to the screen. And a 1-2 count coming your way. Talking with parents from both of these teams. Just getting the chatter, getting the conversation there. This Stuttgart group of family, group of brothers and sisters and cousins and everybody down here. Super proud of the journey to get here. Grant Holmes, a lot of support behind him, as with Josh Walker at the plate. Here's a bouncing ball out to second base. Not handled. Took a funny hop. And this will trickle into right field in a leadoff single, if I may be so bold. I'm getting a thumbs down, Barrett. Barrett Henderson, you've got conflicting scorekeepers up in the box. So Walker aboard as Dayton Green, the catcher, will come to the plate. And some conversation.
Stepping in next to Louisiana will be number 2, Dayton Green.
Dayton Green doing the catching today. Again, had a sensational pitching line yesterday. 4 innings, 10 Ks, 1 hit, 1 run, only 2 walks. Helped lead his team to victory, and here hitting second with a runner on. Runner is away, pitch on the way, in for a ball, and the throw down to second is up high. This goes all the way into center field, but no go. So Walker into second base. The throw was up and over him, but he will hold there. Looking for Dayton Green to do some damage here. Dayton Green, young D, 7th grader from Cedar Creek School. Holmes takes a second, looks in, checks his runner. Henderson holding him. Walker away. Walker with a leadoff as this is sliced down the right field line. This goes out of play. Observation to my right, that ball landed in some thick mud down that way. There's been not a ton of rain, but the rain that has come has been heavy. So there is some water about, but a gorgeous looking field today on this Friday morning. Pitch on the way outside. The 2-1 delivery here. Holmes has his sign, checks his runner. Toe to the ground, pitch on the way, swung through, tipped into the glove. So 2-2, evened up here. Green, talented player. Saw his pitching line yesterday. This pitch is outside, so count full. Green yesterday, a couple of RBIs, 1 for 1 with a walk. Count is full. No more pitches can go into this one. Pitch on the way outside. Green draws the walk. So 2 runners on, no outs for Jesse Ford, who will stride to the plate.
Courtesy running for the catcher will be number 4, Kingston Van Zandt.
So Van Zandt will run.
Number 42, Jesse Ford.
Van Zandt will run for Dayton Green, the catcher. He draws the walk and then comes off. Jesse Ford not quite getting settled in the box here. Something is awry, but he will get in there here in just a second here. Ford yesterday, pair of hits, 3 RBIs in that big win. He will toss the towel away. Want to remind everybody, or mention for the first time, Wilson Baseball, one of our great sponsors. Make plays at any position with the Wilson 2K and the A2000 baseball gloves. Designed with long-lasting pro soccer leather and trusted by elite players like Mookie Betts and Ellie De La Cruz. He's a joy to watch. Visit wilson.com to learn more and find your next favorite glove. Runners away early. Holmes will step off and watch the runner trot into third. So aggressive base running here from this Louisiana team. And suddenly Ford has a runner on third as he will step in. He hasn't seen a pitch yet. Runners on the corners. Leaning at first. Runners away from first base. Pitches in for a strike. And now 2 runners in scoring position for Jesse Ford, who will look to do some damage here. Zant leads from second, breaking ball up high. So again, Ford off a big 3 RBI day yesterday. Young Jay from Ruston Junior High. Pitch on the way, swung through, driven into center field. Dropping back, and this ball is gone. That ball sailed and is out of here for a 3-run home run. Jesse Ford cleans things up here in the first. And 3 batters in, Louisiana with a 3-0 lead. So a 3-run shot for young Jesse Ford. And Louisiana here leads 3-0. That ball just kept going. Center fielder Bradley took 1 step toward the hitter, and here's a ball out to short. Up with it, cross the diamond. 6-3 is your put out as Cale Patton, the pitcher, goes down. Smooth looking play over there from Bradley to Roberts.
Stepping in now, the number 8, Mays Brister.
So Mays Brister, the shortstop, he will enter the box here. Pitch on the way from Holmes. Finds himself in a hole and sees himself duck out of the way of that one. A line shot up the middle from Brister. So Brister quickly aboard with a first pitch single up the middle. So Brister aboard.
Louisiana's number 1, Ezekiel Wilson.
check of the runner at first as Wilson stands in. Wilson, the starting third baseman. Young seventh grader looking to do some more damage here as Louisiana is already on top of this one, 3-0. Wilson yesterday 1 for 3 with an RBI. He will get this delivery from Grant Holmes. Runner is away. Throw down to second. It's going to be a little high and a little right of the bag. And sliding in uncontested, so to speak, Mays Brister. As Wilson now working with a runner in scoring position. Holmes has his sign, checks his runner. Pitch on the way. This ball 1-1, your count here to young Ezekiel Wilson. Wilson set, as is Holmes. Outside delivery. The count up to 2-1. Coach Spellmeyer mentioning in yesterday's contest a couple situations like you see here, little touch of control issues from the pitching staff yesterday led to a couple of walks, which helped open things up for Virginia. And Holmes, who's throwing a lot of strikes at this point here, a couple of balls to Wilson as the count has run to 3-1. Now a runner on third base after that pass ball just now. Now the umpire with a note down at third base as Wilson will see a 3-run pitch and a runner just 70 feet away. Holmes checks his runner. Blue glove at his belt, eyes in, pitch on the way. This is driven out toward right field and foul. Bangs off the fence down there. He'll get another pitch here with a full count. Holmes set, ball to the plate. This is lifted right field. This gets over the right fielder and into right. This is going to roll all the way toward the wall. Wilson flying around second. We're going to have a play at third, though. Ball is there. Ball trickles away. So Wilson drives the run in. That ball sailed a little bit.
Stepping to the plate next, slinging number 7, Andy Slocum.
Not quite getting a read on it out in right field was Caleb Stigger. Foul ball on this first pitch to Slocum. And Wilson flies around and ends up on third base. And Slocum now with a chance to do some damage. So early getting here to Grant Holmes. Thrown some strikes, couple balls in play have bounced around a little bit. Now Arkansas working from behind. Holmes to his belt. Outside pitch as Slocum will see another one here momentarily. Slocum with a 1-1 count. Seventh grader out of Cedar Creek School, Arcadia, Louisiana native. And a runner's going to come to the plate on this pitch in the dirt, and Wilson will stride across home plate. Holmes is definitely battling here. He's had moments of inconsistency, but has thrown a lot of strikes. So hopefully, young man can get his team out of this and settle in for a battle here in Louisiana. On the flip side of that, Slocum looking to do some more damage. Ball spun inside, not quite handled by the catcher Green. This bounces to the screen. And Slocum will continue here. Holmes, full windup, pitch on the way, outside. And Slocum draws the one-out walk. Green out to talk to his pitcher.
Stepping in next for Louisiana will be number 6, Chance Butler.
Early damage here for Louisiana. Starting to weigh perhaps on Grant Holmes. Love the cheer up there from his catcher. I said Green, I apologize, Hudson Jacobs. I was looking at the wrong roster. Hudson Jacobs doing a good job with his pitcher out there. Butler standing in, 8th hitter in the Lando Frost starting lineup for this Louisiana team. Holmes comes set. Runner leads. Big old lead over there at first base. And then a check behind him, but he will stride back. First pitch to Butler was outside. Butler with a pair of nicknames here on my sheet. I'm going to go with Pickles. So Pickles sees this one. He bounces this one out to second base. Flip into the bag. He's out at 2. No double play. And he's going to take second on this ball that was in the dirt. Here's the throw down to second to throw, and he's safe under the tag. Got ahead of myself on that one as he strode down there. So an attempt at a hidden ball trick there out at second base. Not working. So the out recorded at second. Slocum put out at second. Butler ends up on second base on the throwing error. So 2 down here. Butler will lead from second base as Granger Brown steps in. Pickles Butler away from second base. Another ball tapped towards second. Gonna have to hurry into first base, I should say, and he's safe. Ball gets away. Brown's gonna dance his way down to second base on the throwing error, putting him there. Butler comes all the way around to score. So, mound visit from Coach Spellmeyer as this first inning has gotten a little bit away from this Arkansas team. 6-0, couple of errors, couple of walks, couple of balls in play have led to Louisiana just jumping out here in the bottom of the first. Again, this is the Louisiana team that had a commanding win yesterday, and they are out early in this one. So Gillum will step in. Granger Brown, or G, will lead from second base. Gillum bounces a bunt toward the line. This is going to stay fair. So a bunt single for Gillum puts Brown over at third.
Number 4, Kingston Van Zandt.
So Van Zandt will step in. Runners on the corners, 6-0. Louisiana leading this one here in the first. And another bunt laid down. This right back to the pitcher, and Holmes can't quite find it. Runner is going to come home from third. And now they got the runner at second in a pickle. Pickles coming across to score, so Pickles in a pickle would have been too fun. But here's the out at third. And now we've got obstruction called out on the base pass, and this is going to put Gillum at third. So Van Zant reaches on the error.
Back to the top of the Louisiana lineup for number 11, Joshua Walker.
Brown scores on the play. Gillum will lead from third. Van Zant from first. Walker, who singled or reached on an error, depending on who you ask in the beginning of this inning, will step in, takes a ball, and we'll see a 1-0 pitch here with a pair of runners in scoring position. Walker with an opportunity to continue breaking this one open. The score is up to 7-0. Pitch on the way from Holmes, and there's a single into left field, sharply driven. One run is in. So an RBI single for Walker. Van Zant will lead from third, and I think Coach Spellmeyer might be coming on to make a pitching change. So the score has gotten all the way up to 8-0. Holmes battled. Couple of errors, couple of base hits, couple of walks, all of that leading to this 8-0 score, and Coach Spellmeyer will go to his bullpen here in the first inning. Pitch limits will send Grant Holmes to another spot on the diamond. It appears Bradley will come on to throw. He is standing atop the mound, toes on the slab, and I believe there's going to be a catching change as well. We'll get all of this sorted here in just a second for you. But Bradley will step into his warm-up pitches as Louisiana has run out to an 8-0 lead here early in this one. We are still in the bottom of the first with 2 outs. Lineup alterations here. Want to again shout out, huge shout outs, the biggest of shout outs to our diamond sponsor, Smash It Sports. Whether you're a player chasing your next batter, a parent gearing up for said future star or stars, Smash It Sports has you covered with the best brands and unbeatable prices. Shop now at smashitsports.com. I want to thank Smash It Sports for their support of this tournament, the broadcast of this tournament. The Lando Frost lineup with some adjustments here for Arkansas as they make the first inning pitching change. Want to also give a shout to one of our other sponsors, Sadler Sports Insurance. This game today brought to you by a number of sponsors, including Sadler Sports Insurance. They have been the endorsed insurance provider for DYB for decades. Proud, longtime sponsor. Think of Sadler Insurance for all your sports insurance needs for all different types of sports and activities. Quotes are available instantly online at sadlersports.com. Sadler insures teams, leagues, camps, tournament hosts, and sports facilities, and is one-stop shop for all policies and risk management needs. Sadler's official insurance provider for Diamond Youth Baseball. Diamond Youth in their 71st season. Proud organization dating back to the mid-1950s in the World Series here in 2026. On the heels of last year's 70th anniversary outstanding World Series, and we're a week into an outstanding one here this year. So Bradley's first delivery down low as the runner will trot in to second base. Walker. So now 2 runners in scoring position for Green. Bradley has his sign. Fastball down low, 2-0 count. Green ready, Bradley ready. Pitch on the way, swung through. Good cut on that one. Two-and-one delivery coming here from Bradley in an 8-0 first inning. Arkansas looking to get out of here and do some damage of their own in the second inning. Pitches outside to the screen. Runner's going to come home from third and sliding in with a very slick-looking head-first slide was Kingston Van Zant. And Van Zant puts the 9th run across here in this first inning as Walker now down to third. And a 3-1 delivery coming to Dayton Green. Aiden Bradley comes set. Glove at his waist, pitch on the way. This is popped up right side. And the out is recorded. There's the word. Settles into Henderson's glove. And there's the third out, but a 9-0 lead for Louisiana as we head to the second. You are watching the DYB World Series.
Is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smasher Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at smashersports.com today.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing TeamPass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat, and even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Grounder out to first base, 1 pitch, 1 out. Spellmeyer bounces one out there to first, and Slocum handles that one with ease.
Next up for Arkansas will be number 4, Grant Holmes.
So Grant Holmes, starting pitcher for this one. Switch made that first inning as Louisiana got out to an early lead. He steps in looking to do some damage, but he bounces one first pitch back to the pitcher, Patton, with a 1-3 put out. So 2 pitches, 2 outs. So Arkansas trying to dig themselves out of a hole, comes out aggressive. So pair of strikes, pair of hitters swinging.
Now batting for Arkansas, number 6, Caleb Stigner.
Caleb Stigner steps in. Your starting right fielder today. Caleb sees a pitch. First pitch swinging, bounces one to third. And this inning goes quickly. 3 up, 3 down as Stigger grounds out. Sharp defense from Louisiana, coupled with the bats that came alive in that first inning. And we're heading to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Quick turnaround for Arkansas as Louisiana will hit again. Love the aggression from Arkansas. Come out, try to attack, but here's another look at that 3rd out. Easy play over at third base. Wilson, nice and smooth, sends that one across. That third baseman, that young Wilson, I'm not sure there's a connection there to Wilson Sporting Goods, but they are one of our sponsors. Love to give them a shout here. The Lando Frost lineup with a couple of adjustments here, as you see. A little bit of catch out there from the 2nd pitcher of the day, Bradley. Bradley coming on in relief of Grant Holmes. Aiden Bradley will come into his 2nd inning of work. Couple of position changes coming your way. Major Ice will be playing some right field for this Arkansas team. John Luke Ellis heading out to left field. So a couple of changes here for Coach Spellmeyer's squad. Bradley will look to limit any continued damage here as his team finds themselves down 9-0 here in the bottom of the 2nd. Jesse Ford, though, with the biggest hit of that first inning. Here's a look at said hit. This ball just kept going. Saw the runner at 2nd base settle back as well. This thing just kept sailing, and out it goes for a 3-run shot.
Leading off for Louisiana will be number 42, Jesse Ford.
So Jesse Ford with that 3-run homer. He's going to look to add to that lead right now. Sees a ball down low to start this inning here. The 1-0 delivery to Ford, up high. So Jesse Ford, 1 of 1, 3-run shot. Young Jay, the 8th grader from Ruston. Favorite thing about baseball, I love this as an answer, young man. The competition. Players, athletes at any sports, players that thrive on competition, you love seeing that. There's a ball bounced out to third and through. Ford will reach. That ball was hit with some steam. We'll get the official score on whether that was a hit or an error. A official hit. That ball was hit with some sting, so glad to hear the official. The unofficial would have been a hit from Bill Smith, your kind announcer. Ford will step away. Saying it that way makes it sound like our score is not kind. I feel bad saying that. I apologize. Stolen base out there for Ford as he trots into 2nd base. want to mention and thank everyone out there. If you were in the stands hearing this, or if you're watching this on a replay, or to anybody hearing this at home, if you're in Louisiana, if you're in Arkansas, if you're anywhere in the world, if you're maybe in upstate New York tuning in to hear your announcer, thank you for joining Diamond Youth Baseball for Cancer Awareness Day. A lot of pink in the crowd today up here in the press box. The officials stepping off is Bradley. Coming together today to honor cancer survivors, remember loved ones, support those currently fighting cancer. Wearing pink today helps raise awareness while celebrating the strength, courage, and hope of our community. We want to thank everybody for supporting everything going on here with DYB, of course, but tuning in here on Cancer Awareness Day. Patton, pitcher of record. Drives one, just gonna dump into right field. Helps himself, as we say in the game. And he's gonna take second on this throw down to the plate. Aggressive throw from right field will put Patton over at second off the single.
Courtesy running for the pitcher will be number 11, Joshua Walker.
So Walker will
Next up,
run from second.
number 8, Mays Brister.
Walker will run from second, the courtesy runner for the pitcher who singles here. And this is going to bring up Brister. Brister, the young sixth grader, watches a ball bounce in the dirt. Recovered by Jacobs, who gets it back to his pitcher. One and no count from Bradley. The pitch to Brister on its way outside, ball two. Brister, the young sixth grader. Lewis School down in Ruston. Brister says, baseball is the most fun thing I've ever done. That's a young life, but I love that attitude. Swings through this one, 2-1. The 2-1 from Bradley to Brister is in the dirt and all the way to the screen. Ford thought about it, but that ball had some kick coming off the wall back there. So hitters count for Brister as Bradley will step back up on the mound. Mentioned the Cancer Awareness Day going on here. Love the high top pink socks look from a number of these Arkansas players. Bradley sporting that right here. Comes set, pitch on the way. In for a strike, caught that inner half. Now the count runs full to Brister. 2 on, nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Louisiana leads this one. Full count pitch on its way. Slashed into left center. This is going to get down. Handled in center field. The ball is back in. This comes into the mound as Brister glides into second base. Maybe taking second on the throw, so a RBI single for Brister. Here's a look at that last exchange. This ball is scorched out into left center. Great angle cutting it down out there in center field. But not before 2 more runs across. So 11-0 your score here as Ezekiel Wilson will step in. Scored a run in that first inning where his team put up 9. Sees a pitch outside. 1-0. Wilson loves being with his team and having fun. Favorite parts of baseball. Another one, I love that attitude kid. This ball all the way to the screen. This is going to put Mays Brister over on third. As Wilson will see a 2-0 pitch here in just a moment's time. Aiden Bradley, like Holmes before him, continuing to battle. Scoreboard getting away a little bit, but this Arkansas team wants to get off the field, do some damage of their own. Here's a base hit into left field. This is going to drive in a run. The ball kicks away and gets through the left fielder. Ellis recovers and gets this ball into second, but not before Wilson gets there. So an RBI single for Wilson as he stands on second after the error.
Next up, number 7, Andy Slocum.
This is a real good swing you see here. Just laced. Got the hands inside on that inside pitch, and then this ball bounces around a little bit. 11-0 your score. Pitch count creeping up for Bradley now, as he's working here with nobody out. 1 on in the second inning. Pitch on its way outside. In there with some pop. Fastball moving, but moving outside on that one. So Wilson away from second base. Andy Slocum standing in there. Pitch up high, he'll see 2-0 in just a moment. Loves being competitive and winning. The Louisiana team has done a lot of that. Their road through the state tournament, some big wins, and a big win yesterday, and a big lead now. So this is a force to be reckoned with to this point here, this Louisiana team. Slocum, 3-0 pitch. He sees this also go to the screen. That's going to put Wilson on third, as Slocum will trot down to first. Aiden Bradley will face Chance Butler here. Butler reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning. Ended up scoring a run on, I believe, ball off the bat of Kingston Van Zant, if I have all my notes correct here. Regardless, or irregardlessly, reached and scored a run the first inning as Slocum trots into second on a first pitch strike to Chance Butler. Bradley getting ahead here. Pitch on the way. Up high, count evens at 1-1. So young Pickles Butler will see a 1-1 pitch in there for a strike. Almost pulled the trigger. 1-2 the count, swing and a miss, strike 3. Bradley strikes out Butler for the first out of the inning.
Next up for Louisiana, number 9, Ranger Brown.
Brown stands in. Slocum out at second base. Swing and a miss. A little foul tip action on that one. Here's the strikeout pitch on that last one right there. Tailing away. Nice pitch from Bradley. Inside and low on that delivery to Brown. So Brown stands in there. Reached and scored in the first inning as well. Ball outside, count will move to 2 balls, 1 strike. So a pair of runners in scoring position for Brown. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Good delivery there from Bradley, swung through. Ball down low, fills up the count. And this ball is popped towards second, caught on the fly. No play elsewhere. Kind of peeking around was Barrett Henderson as he gloves that one.
Stepping to the plate next, number 10, Patrick Gillum.
So Gillum with a bunt single in the first inning. Here's a look at what you just saw. Nice play over there by Henderson. Ranges, catches that one. Takes a little peek at second base, but nothing going there. So 2 outs for Gillum. Again, he reached on that bunt single, and he scored a run in the first inning. He sees a ball down low for ball 1.
Now batting number 4, Jace Head.
Bradley's 1-0 delivery catches the outer edge for strike 1. One pitch on its way in the dirt. This ball skips away just a little bit. Nothing going on the base paths. Slocum leads from second. Wilson from third. Pitch on the way. Bounce toward first. Gloved, handled. Can he win a race there? And he does. Holmes wins the race to first base as Gillum wants tumbling in over there, but he's put out 3 unassisted.
38.
And 3 more runs sends us to the 3rd inning. So a 5-minute hydration break will happen here. It is hot here in Laurel, Mississippi as the DYB World Series continues. Fans, we will have the 3rd inning coming your way in just a few moments' time. You are watching the DYB World Series.
See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, Brad. Cheese, 10 more, go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost premium meat, now in hot honey flavors.
I know when I'm putting a Wilson glove on, I don't gotta worry. You get over 40,000 pitches thrown throughout a season. It's always trying to stay locked in 1 pitch at a time, slow down the game, and want the ball to be hit to you.
I want to play every day. No, I like to have fun.
Love this thing. I'm gonna probably use this thing as long as I can.
Got to be locked in every pitch. At the end of the day, I just want to get outs for the pitchers.
It holds up throughout the entire season, which is a huge deal when you're playing every day.
I've been using the same glove for quite a while now. It's a testament to the product that y'all have been able to put in my hands.
If people have a Wilson glove, it's one of the best so far. No, the best is the best. People know that.
Tired of missing registration deadlines while managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
Smasher Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smasher Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at smashersports.com today.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing Team Pass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. Team Pass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat, and even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
See how 8 grams of healthy protein and Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted and bread. Cheese, 10 more, go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost premium meat, now in hot honey flavors.
I know when I'm putting a Wilson glove on, I don't gotta worry. You get over 40,000 pitches thrown throughout a season. It's always trying to stay locked in one pitch at a time, slow down the game, and want the ball to be hit to you.
I want to play every day. I like to have fun.
Love this thing. I'm gonna probably use this thing as long as I can.
Got to be locked in every pitch. At the end of the day, I just want to get outs for the pitchers.
It holds up throughout the entire season, which is a huge deal when you're playing every day.
I've been using the same glove for quite a while now. It's a testament to the product that y'all have been able to put in my hands.
And people have a Wilson glove. It's one of the best so far. No, the best is the best. People know that.
Tired of missing registration deadlines while managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
Smasher Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smasher Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at smashersports.com today.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing TeamPass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat, and even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
See how 8 grams of healthy protein and Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more, go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost premium meat, now in hot honey flavors.
I know when I'm putting a Wilson glove on, I don't gotta worry. You get over 40,000 pitches thrown throughout a season. It's always trying to stay locked in one pitch at a time, slow down the game, and want the ball to be hit to you.
I want to play every day. No, I like to have fun.
Love this thing. I'm gonna probably use this thing as long as I can.
Got to be locked in every pitch. At the end of the day, I just want to get outs for the pitchers.
It holds up throughout the entire season, which is a huge deal when you're playing every day.
I've been using the same glove for quite a while now. It's a testament to the product that y'all have been able to put in my hands.
And people have a Wilson glove. It's one of the best so far. No, the best, it's the best. People know that.
Tired of missing registration deadlines while managing work and family chaos? TeamPass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get TeamPass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
Smasher Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smasher Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at smashersports.com today.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing TeamPass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more.
begins with a bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Crushing it. See how 8 grams of healthy protein and Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost premium meat, now in hot honey flavors.
I know when I'm putting a Wilson glove on, I don't gotta worry. You get over 40,000 pitches thrown throughout a season. It's always trying to stay locked in one pitch at a time, slow down the game, and want the ball to be hit to you.
I want to play every day. No, I like to have fun.
Love this thing. I'm gonna probably use this thing as long as I can.
Got to be locked in every pitch. At the end of the day, I just want to get outs for the pitchers.
It holds up throughout the entire season, which is a huge deal when you're playing every day.
I've been using the same glove for quite a while now. It's a testament to the product that y'all have been able to put in my hands.
If people have a Wilson glove, it's one of the best of fire. No, the best is the best. People know that.
Welcome back to the Diamond Youth Baseball World Series presented by Smash It Sports. We are in the top of the third here in a game. Louisiana leading Arkansas 12-0. We are still in a delay. This began as the heat/hydration delay. There's a kind of a heat-related sickness with one of the officials, so that is getting sorted out. We're going to make sure he is okay, and we're going to get some officials out here on the field and get this game going back very, very shortly. When we have that, we will have it right here. So stay with us, folks. You are watching the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports. Back at the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports. Bill Smith here. Third inning action coming your way. After our delay, we had our heat and water break. And here we now, we've got some healthy officials out there. Shout out, we hope our official who went off feels better.
Number 2, Barrett Henderson.
So Barrett Henderson will step in. The third inning pitching change. An adjustment in the Lando Frost lineup here. Swinging and a miss as the first delivery from Kingston Van Zandt goes in for a strike. So pitching change for Louisiana, a couple other defensive changes. We will get around the diamond as Van Zandt's second offering is down low. So 1-1 here to Henderson. 12-0 your score. Big hole here for this Arkansas team, but every team, this is a cliched statement here, every team in this tournament is a state champ. So the Arkansas state champs, not to be trifled with, but find themselves in a big hole here. That is a proud community there in Stuttgart, or Sugartown, Arkansas. The rice capital of the world, as I have just learned today. So shout out to all those folks down in Arkansas supporting these young men. This good-looking team out of Stuttgart. A 2-2 count here to the young second baseman, Barrett Henderson, 6th grader. Shout out to Meekins Middle School. Folks down there supporting this young man as he sees a 2-2, pops this one up. This is gonna reach the stands. So a good battle here. So some quick outs in that last inning for Arkansas. Aggressive hitters up there. A couple only saw one pitch. Now here, Henderson battling as Van Zandt will try to put him away. Pitch on the way, outside. So Henderson has seen a count work full. So this count is filled up. There's no room for anything left. Let's see what Van Zandt and Henderson can do here with this one. Lefty set. Pitch inside, and Henderson reaches. First base runner since the first inning for Arkansas.
Next up for Arkansas will be number 9, Kason Cox.
Kason Cox, starting the left fielder today. He will step in. Pitch on the way, runner going. Ball's in the dirt, there won't be a throw, so Henderson will cruise into second base. Head first slide. Kason, or Case Cox, the 7th grader. And a balk is called on Van Zandt. And Henderson now 70 feet away from the first Arkansas run of the game. So, conversation with his catcher, Van Zandt and Green, chatting. And now the pitch from Van Zandt to Cox. Runner on third, nobody out. This is poked into left field. This will be brought down, but the sac fly will bring in Arkansas's first run of the game. Henderson steps across home plate as Cox gets the sac fly RBI.
Stepping to the plate next for Arkansas, number 22, Major Ice.
So Major Ice will step in. Here's a look at the swing and the put out. Driven to the left and brought down. And Arkansas is on the board, so 12-1 as the first delivery to Ice is smacked off the wall, off the fence to the right side. Ice, 7th grader out of Stuttgart Junior High, loves the history of the game. There is nary a sport here in the United States with the history of baseball, and I'm saying that very, very opinionated here as a lover of this game. You'd be hard-pressed to find a sport with the history of baseball here around these parts. There's a soccer fan out there that'll want to argue with me, but we're watching some baseball here. Pitches in the dirt. So Arkansas with their first bit of damage so far. 1 run across, 1 out. Kason Cox, sac fly, RBI. 1 hitter ago as Major Ice stands in there. Pitch on the way, out wide. So Van Zandt with a little bit of control uncertainty in these first couple of hitters. But Louisiana comes to this tournament with a very deep pitching staff. There are arms that they have not used yet in the last couple days that are real good. Van Zandt, one of them. Little control issue here, but this is a talented hurler. So a 1-out walk to Major Ice. And on the heels of me saying that, it looks like Louisiana is going to make a pitching change. Again, this is something that I know Coach Brister is very appreciative of, is the depth of his pitching staff. I'm saying all this like I know it to be true. It looked like movement to the slab there, but we'll see what the conversation is here. I'm getting the thumbs down, not just on the opinions of what I consider an error, but also am I wrong about a pitching change? So Van Zandt will stay in there. Again, this is a kid who can really throw it. He stands there with an 11-run lead, so Louisiana here playing from a position of strength.
Next up for Arkansas, number 7, John Luke Ellis.
So John Luke, or JL Ellis, standing in there. 8th grader from Clarendon, Arkansas.
Tennessee pitcher number 30.
Major Ice will have to head back to first. No pitch on that one. That sound effect was wrong. Ice will stay at first, or at second, I should say. So the next pitch to Ellis. Van Zandt to the plate, swing and a miss from Ellis. So Ice leads away from second base. Van Zandt to his waist, to the plate. Strike called on that inner half. Ellis, something he loves about baseball is watching people get better. Spoken like a future coach. Love it. Something else that JL here loves is base running. We'll see if he gets an opportunity here in a pitch or two's time. Van Zandt to the plate. Tap towards short, and this is going to get through. So he will get a chance to base run. And he's going to maybe try for second. Tagged out at second. Ball to the plate. So Ellis makes some silliness happen out there, and Ice scores. The aggressiveness, the base running from John Luke Ellis, runs him into an out, but gives Ice the opportunity to score.
Stepping to the plate next for Arkansas, number 1, Carter.
There you see the throw come into third, so no out there. Ellis gets aggressive, tagged out there, but that take of second base is what allows Ice to come in. So 12-2 your score as Carter Bradley steps in. So some aggressive out there from Ellis, some speed from Ice. Arkansas has their second run of the game, and catcher Green wants to dispose of a bat. So Carter Bradley stands in there. Starting center fielder today, young Bubba Bradley, 6th grader. Sees one down low. Van Zant comes set, kicks, delivers, and a swinging strike from Bradley caught a little off balance with that one. 1-1 pitch coming to the young center fielder out of Meekins Middle School down there in Arkansas. Pitch on the way. Foul ball, so 1-2. Arkansas has clawed a couple runs in here, so tightened what is still a pretty big lead for Louisiana, but Arkansas not going away quietly. Van Zant's pitch. Down low, so a good battle here brewing between Bradley and Van Zant. Pitch outside, so a filled up count here. Payoff pitch coming. And up high, so Bradley works a 2-out walk. So lineup turning over here for Hudson Jacobs. Starting catcher today, a little fist bump for the official. Good character out of this kid.
Number 3, Hudson Jacobs.
Young Hud here. Winning with his teammates as a team that has done a lot of winning to get to this point. So good summer for this young man as he sees a strike in 0-1. Zant looks in, working with 2 outs. Ahead 0-1 to the hitter. Checks first. Comes to the plate. This is hit into right field and brought down. And the F9 ends the inning. Arkansas, though, gets their first pair of runs. So we're going to head to the bottom of the third. Louisiana ahead 12-2, so a 10-run lead for this Louisiana team. Mentioned it a couple different times. So a host of changes for this Arkansas team. Your new pitcher of record will be Andy Slocum. He will head to the mound. That is my Louisiana lineup. The new pitcher of record will be John Luke Ellis. Sorry, young man. Bradley moves behind the plate. So J.L. Ellis will now do the pitching duties for Arkansas.
Now on the mound for Arkansas, number 7, John Luke Ellis.
A couple other switches around the diamond. Cox out into left field. Now patrolling right. Cole Boston. And your shortstop will be Hudson Jacobs. Jacobs moving from the catching position. Bradley now back there. They've exchanged spots. So Ellis will get set, and he will start this inning against his pitching counterpart, Kingston Van Zant, who will come in. He reached out an error in the first inning and scored a run. Another shout out to our sponsor, Lando Frost, family-owned company, sees the great importance of keeping communities and their families healthy and active. Lando Frost started their youth sports initiative in 2003, dating back 23 years, which provides funds to help cover costs associated with organizing and operating youth sports organizations. For that and more, you can find out lots more at landofrost.com. We thank them. We thank all of our sponsors: Smash It Sports, Wilson Baseball, Sadler Sports Insurance. I also want to mention Synergy Sports and Entertainment. Proudly wearing their brand myself. Today's game stream brought to you by Synergy Sports and Entertainment, the official broadcast partner of DYB. Our experienced team of professional announcers, producers, and camera operators are excited to bring you live game coverage all this week and last week. With over 100 years of combined experience, Synergy Sports is a full-service sports media and marketing company offering end-to-end video coverage, broadcasting, sponsorship, acquisition, and promotion of your company's special events. Check us out at synergysportsproductions.com. First pitch on the way as I finish my ad read. That was some professional timing there, folks. Up high, 1-0 on the pitch to Kingston Van Zandt. Coach Spellmeyer's third pitcher of the afternoon. Jale Ellis's first strike of the morning. Ellis to his opposing pitcher, 1-1. Pitch on the way, inside. Kingston Van Zandt, what he loves about baseball, hitting and scoring for his team. Did a little bit of both in that first inning. Sees a pitch up high. So he's worked a 3-1 count here against Ellis here as we play on in the bottom of the third. Louisiana leading this one 12-2. Ellis with a touch of the rosin. Full windup. Eyes in, kicks, delivers. And the leadoff walk for Kingston Van Zandt will turn the lineup over.
Back to the top of the Louisiana lineup for number 11, Joshua Walker.
Walker 2 for 2, RBI and a run scored in this one to this point. Runner goes, no throw. Good run, great speed from Van Zandt over there. So his teammate Walker will hit here as Van Zandt leads away from second. Walker loves getting to spend time with his family and friends out on the ballpark, at the ballpark, on the ball field, in the ball yard, so to speak. Takes a pitch up high. A lot of families, a lot of friends making the trip to the DYB World Series. Great crowds here last week and this weekend as we get into the D1 tournaments. Ellis with a peek at second base. Van Zandt leads from second base. Ellis to the plate. Van Zandt away. This hits Walker. I think that might have got him in the side of the helmet. So he gets a little bit of a high five from his coach. A little conversation checking in on him there. So he will take first on the hit by pitch.
Next up for Louisiana, number 2, Dayton Green.
Dayton Green will step in. Pair of runners on. Nobody out in this one to this point. Green or Young D. What I love about baseball, this kid, another one who loves winning. And another one to this point from Louisiana who can say they've done a lot of that. Pitch on the way. Runners both going. Throw down to third. Van Zandt slides in safe. Pair of real good jumps and a strong throw from the plate. That was a nice throw from Bradley. So now 2 runners in scoring position as an 0-1 pitch from Ellis will come to Green. Pitch on the way. Sails out wide for ball 1. Hear the wind blowing on a sunshiny, warm day. Lifted foul. Breeze helping with that heat out there. Give a lot of these young men playing in coaches and officials credit for being out there. It's hotter on that field than it is anywhere else around here. Ellis's 0-2 delivery on its way. Ellis's 2-2 delivery coming your way here. Count is filled up to the catcher, Dayton Green. Ellis gets his sign, it comes set. Pair of runners dancing away. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss, strike three. Green goes down swinging for the first out of the inning.
Stepping to the plate next for Louisiana, number 42, Jesse Ford.
Green was looking to do damage with that swing. His teammate here, Ford, did some damage in the first inning. Here's a look at Green's swing. Connects there. He may counter his teammate here with a 3-run shot. This ball to the fence, thinking about going, was Van Zant from third. He dances back. Ball had kicked back pretty good from the screen. So 1-0 to young Jesse Ford, who hit a 3-run shot in the first inning. Base hit and a run last inning in the second, so he's been on twice and scored twice, driven in 3. This young man is having a game. Official asking Louisiana to deal with the equipment to the side. We have things settled, ready for some ball. Pitch coming to home run hitter, Jesse Ford. This one out wide. Two-0 pitch to Ford, also outside, not giving the dangerous Jesse Ford anything to work with. He's got a 3-0 count. My presumption or assumption, whatever word I want there, would be green light. He was swinging, and he was swinging one that hits the fence. Up and over against the wall. 2 runs will score as Ford will cruise into second base. Green light indeed as he hits the 3-0 pitch off the center field fence for a 2-run double and another couple of RBIs. Jesse Ford is having a game.
Next up for Louisiana, number 3, Cale Patton.
So Ford adds a 2 RBI double to his line of a 3-run homer in the first inning and a single and a run scored last inning. So he stands from second base, continuing to do damage as Cale Patton stands in. Patton sees a ball up high. I want to mention Ford's best baseball memory was his first home run. I believe he's referring to his first home run ever. He wrote this piece of paper before the first inning, so this one an added memory. I'll have to check in on that later and get back to you. Cale Patton here, the 8th grader, loves the competitiveness of baseball. Love to see that in an athlete. Patton with a single. So wearing number 3, Cale Patton. Pitch on the way, up high. Hitters count for Patton here. Ellis looking in, sign from Bradley. Ford leading from second base. The pitch. Fouled down the left field line. Louisiana adding to their lead here, 14-2 here in the bottom of the third inning. Patton with hopes of adding even more damage to that one. Pitch on the way. This is up high. Not sure, but I think the umpire was instructing the pitcher to bring it down. Not sure if there was a question on the location there. Ellis comes set. Pitch on the way. This one's in there for strike two, so count has come full to Patton. Shouting going on in the H2O field. Couple of first round bracket play matchups going on right now. Fields side by side as we bring you this one from the Howard Field. And a called strike three. Patton was on his way to first. So now with a pair of outs and two runners on, or a runner from second, that is.
Number 8, Mays Brister.
Mays Brister will step in. Here's a look at the strikeout pitch to Cale Patton. Just catching that outer half. First pitch up high to Brister. Jesse Ford takes his first couple of steps away from second. Mays Brister stands in. The pitch from Ellis. Slides across the outer edge for a strike. Bouncing ball handled by Bradley. Nice scoop from the catcher position. Brister says his favorite baseball memory, getting to watch the Astros Game 1 of the 22 World Series in Houston. That has got to be an experience. There's a strike called to Brister. So Astros fan Brister sees this pitch up high, and the count has gone full. Two outs, runner on second. JL Ellis has his sign. Nods, comes set. Pitch on the way. Fouled back. We're going to do all of that yet again. Support for JL down there. And a peek at second base there.
Hey, you got two on him right here.
Ellis has his sign. Runner away, pitch on the way up high. So Brister draws the walk as Ford trots into third base.
Louisiana's number 1, Ezekiel Wilson.
So Ezekiel Wilson will come to the plate. He's been on a couple times today. Reached and scored, single last inning, stranded at third. And lays a bunt down. This is going to get handled by Ellis to first, but it bounces away. Throw from Ellis was a little bit high, so Wilson will reach on the error. Ford trots home. And on the bouncing ball, Brister will head into third.
Next up for Louisiana, number 7, Andy Sluka.
High throw wasn't quite handleable, which I'm not sure is a word, but I'm going to go with it, from Holmes. Runner away, pitch to the plate, in there for a called strike. But Wilson Slocum will look at an 0-1. This one in there as well, so 2 called strikes. Slocum sees an 0-2 count coming his way. Favorite baseball memory, hitting homers. See what he can do with that memory here as he sees an 0-2. Drives one into center field, and this one will be brought down for the 3rd out of the inning. That pitch was, or that liner was read by Carter Bradley. Very nice. Hey, we're going to go to the 4th inning, and you're going to watch the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
Christian Hoffman. I'm joined today by William Wade, the commissioner here for Diamond Youth Baseball, and this is quite an ordeal that you put on here every year.
Yes, it is. It's fantastic. I mean, for the 3-week period, we've got about 125 teams between softball and baseball that have cycled through. We're super excited, to have Smash It Sports on board with us this year, doing a super job sponsoring our event. Also, Land of Frost has joined us as well, and we have a few other smaller sponsors. But that's what it takes to make an event this size happen. You know, you don't show up overnight and put this on. So, yes.
And you've got an army of volunteers that are out here making it happen as well, right?
Oh yes, all of our DYB officials, we're all volunteers. We do it for love of the game and to help our communities. And then also you've got another army is the City of Laurel Recreation Department under Elvin Ulmer. They're here for the 3 weeks, and they've been planning for 2 years for this event to make a good venue. And the bottom line, whether you win or lose in the series, it's about having memories that you'll take forever of your time here in Laurel, Mississippi.
Absolutely. And so what is your favorite part of these 3 weeks here?
Just seeing the kids participate. Like I say again, as an organization, winning or losing is not important to us. Of course, everybody wants to win, but the exciting thing for us is to see the kids at opening ceremonies when they're doing the pin trading, and and then we've also seen some great sportsmanship this week. Several of the teams I've seen this week, after one team's eliminated, both teams get together for team pictures, and that's what youth sports should be about.
Absolutely it is, and it's also
back at the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports. Smash It Sports, our title sponsor there. The Lando Frost lineup in the second hole for his second at-bat of the game. Cole Boston is going to face new pitcher for Louisiana, Jesse Ford. Ford with a big day at the plate today. Now looking to maybe finish things up here from the mound. He comes on in the 4th inning and throws a strike to start things here in the 4th. Cole Boston, the Cole man, Meacon's Middle 6th grader, loves everything about baseball. Well put, young man. 1-1 delivery from Ford on its way in there for a called strike. Not messing around is Ford. Fastballs to Boston. 1-2 as the righty gets into his windup and the pitch. Strike 3. So Boston down looking for the first out of the inning. One batter, 1 strikeout. So add a pitching strikeouts to the outstanding day Jesse Ford is having.
Now batting number 10, Aiden Bradley.
Aiden Bradley struck out but reached in the first inning, got as far as second base and was stranded. Young AJ sees a strike in there. 5 pitches of 4 strikes to this point for Ford. Seventh grader from Stuttgart, Bradley, stands in. Pitch on the way. Bounced foul back behind. Bradley, what he loves about baseball, the fun of it. Could not agree more, kid. Could not agree more. Great attitude from that young man. Pitch on the way from Ford to Bradley. Swing and a miss. Strike three. So Ford strikes out the first two batters he sees and puts Jace Roberts up here with 2 outs. Roberts, the 7th grader, loves the thrill and the excitement of the game of baseball. Very poetic youngster. Ball up a little high on that pitch from Ford. Here's a look at the strikeout pitch. Spins that one in there. That was a nice looking pitch. So Jace Roberts swings over the top of a fastball. So Jesse Ford has come on, looked very, very sharp here, pitching 1-1 count to Roberts. Struck out in the first to end the inning. Swings over that one, under that one. And now 1-2. Continuing this game, rides on this one here. Pitch on the way, up high. The 2-2. Up high, so Roberts has worked the count full. I would expect fastball in there from Ford. Swing and a miss. Strike three, and that is the ball game. So after 4, the run rule happens here, and 15-2 is your score. This Louisiana team has won a couple of big games thus far, and they've beaten a couple of good teams. North Carolina and Arkansas both falling. Arkansas today to this Louisiana team. Here is a look at the final pitch. Last look at the Arkansas lineup, the Lando Frost lineup. Last pitch right there. Fastball swung through. And Jesse Ford finishes a outstanding day. 3 for 3, 5 RBIs, scores 3 runs, a homer and a double, and then strikes out the side from the mound in the 4th inning. What a day for that young man. What a day for Louisiana, this Ruston, Louisiana team. Here's a look at the home run back in the 1st. This ball comes off his bat, goes, gone. What a swing and what a day. So, folks, get our post-game ceremony here. So 15-2, your final up here in the booth. I will sign off. Synergy Sports' Bill Smith bringing you this one here. I want to thank all our sponsors one more time from this one: Smash It Sports, Lando Frost, Wilson Baseball, Sadler Sports Insurance. And once again, for everybody at Synergy Sports and Entertainment, Spencer, Joel, CVC, everybody pushing the buttons, doing the camera work, making this look and sound good. Thank you all, and thank you everyone out there for watching this one. We got more DYB World Series coming your way, but this one is in the books. Louisiana wins 15-2, and we thank you all for watching. This is the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.